A textbook is one of the most important teaching materials in language education. Teachers often discuss textbook evaluation, textbook adaptation, textbook design, and teaching materials development. In practice, most language teachers use textbooks. However, they do not always use them exactly as they are. Instead, they often adapt them. Textbook adaptation is not random. It involves specific strategies and techniques. Teachers apply these consciously or unconsciously. Understanding these strategies is essential for professional development, especially for novice teachers or those applying for teaching positions. Why do teachers adapt textbooks? Before adapting, teachers must understand the reason for doing so. Common reasons include a student level. If a language item, text, or activity is too difficult or too easy, teachers adapt it to match students' level. B. Time constraints. If the lesson is too long for the available time, teachers may shorten a text. They might remove activities or replace tasks. C. Focus of the lesson. Teachers may adapt materials to emphasize specific skills, for example, with questions instead of inference questions. Adaptation should always respond to students' needs, lesson objectives, and classroom realities. Strategies for textbook adaptation. There are several professional strategies teachers can use. A. Extending quantity. Adds more of the same type of activity. Focuses on practice and repetition. Example, adding more grammar exercises for extra practice. Focus, quantity. Example, adding a communicative speaking task to complement grammar exercises. Focus, quality. Omission. Omission means removing material from the textbook. There are two types. A. Subtracting quantity. Removes repetitive or unnecessary activities. Example, eliminating similar exercises. Focus, quantity. B. Abridging, quality/focus. Removes material to focus on a specific objective. Example, in a reading lesson, removing vocabulary exercises to focus only on what questions. Focus, quality and learning priority. Simplifying, modifying. Simplifying means making materials easier for students. Teachers may rewrite difficult questions, adapt complex instructions, simplify vocabulary, or modify texts. The goal is to make the content clearer and more accessible without changing the main objective. Reordering, reorganizing. Reordering means changing the sequence of activities or lessons. Teachers may start with vocabulary before reading, teach grammar before speaking, or move an important activity to the beginning. Reasons for reordering. Time management, emphasizing important content, and improving lesson flow. Replacing. Replacing means substituting one element with another. Teachers may replace a difficult text, an outdated activity, or an irrelevant task. The replacement may come from another textbook or the teacher's own materials. The goal is appropriateness and relevance. Combining. Combining means merging two components into one lesson. Teachers may combine grammar and speaking, reading and vocabulary, or two lessons into one. Reasons. Saving time, students are more advanced and making learning more integrated. Conclusion. Textbook adaptation is a professional skill. It is not random or arbitrary. Teachers adapt materials to meet students' needs, manage time effectively, improve learning quality, and maintain lesson focus. All language teachers adapt textbooks in some way. Understanding these strategies allows teachers to adapt materials professionally and effectively.